Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Horror Master. And today, wow, I cannot believe it. I'm actually talking about Friday 13th, but I'm actually talking about some brand new Friday 13th content that isn't just either the older movies, the game, or others, Friday 13th media. Now, while we did get fan films, they're technically not official. Well, they're definitely not official. And we haven't gotten the Friday 13th movie in nearly 16 years, which is a really long time. I mean, the remake came out before I was born. That's right, I'm that young. And this is like the first true Friday 13th media. But that's the thing the film I'm going to be talking about today and some other stuff. And since I was born, I know the game came out, but if we're talking about movies, and this is the first of true new Friday the 13th media we got in if you don't include the game. So I started to get into Friday 13th back in 2020, and if you check out my older videos, you knew back then that I was obsessed with Friday 13th. A lot of my older videos were about Friday 13th, either the rankings, reviews, or the game. I really love Friday 13th, and I still really like Friday 13th. I mean, look at me. The main character on this channel is literally a Chasing Hockey Mac, owned by NECA. That is cool. I was a big Jason fan. And in fact, I will just straight up tell you guys this. I brought this Hockey Max back when FYE used to be around. I spent it was maybe $20 or something. And I loved this Max. I think I brought this Max around like a couple months, maybe even a few weeks before this channel began. And Friday 13th is what really kicked off my channel. And my first video ever was about Friday 13th, and I remember way back in 2020, I was making private podcasts to myself about ranking Friday the 13th movies on my dad's phone. And now look at me, I have 4.37k subscribers, I believe, and I cannot be more grateful for that. And thank you all for watching my content and stuff, and I've been trying to get more discussion videos, ranking videos, all that stuff out. And if you're wondering why I haven't announced my next ranking video, it's because I'm actually planning on my next ranking video to be a re-rank of the Friday 13th movies. Now, I have been waiting for the new show to come out, but we'll get into the new show later on. But I was planning on, once that new Camp Crystal Lake show comes out, I'm gonna be doing a re-ranking. But I've been wanting to do another re-ranking badly because my rank could definitely use an update. My opinions have changed drastically, and this ranking's gonna include both Sweet Revenge, the movie I'm gonna be talking about today, and the new show coming out. But I kind of already want to do the ranking video because I've been so hyped to do it. But I don't know what to do for my next ranking video because I don't know when this show is coming out. And if the show's going to take a while to come out, I might do something else and then do that ranking. I don't know. I might post a new community posting on something about the ranking video, and you guys can vote if you want it to come out before the show or right after the show. I don't know. Comment what I should do about the ranking video. But enough talking about all this other stuff. We're here to talk about some Friday 13th news because unless if you've been living under a rock like Patrick from SpongeBob, you might have heard that a lot of Friday 13th content is coming out right now, and they're planning on making a new game, a new movie, and even a new show coming. And they're planning on doing a lot of stuff right now, and all this stuff because the writer of the first Friday 13th, Victor Miller, owns this company named Horror Inc., which created this thing named Jason's Universe, which is basically where they're gonna do a bunch of this is where all Friday 13th stuff is coming from, action figures and just overall Friday 13th content, movies, games, all that stuff. And recently, I believe around the same time when Jason's Universe first got announced, A24 is making the new Friday the 13th show, and I'm not sure if they own the whole Friday the 13th, because I know Jason's Universe owns Friday the 13th, or Inc. owns Friday the 13th now, but I know A24 is making a new show named Crystal Lake, which is coming on Peacock, and I'm not sure if it was meant to come out October this year, but I definitely don't think it's coming next month. I definitely think it's coming next year, like sometime next year, but, yeah, it's gonna be a prequel series. It's gonna be a prequel to the first Friday the 13th, and we don't know much about it outside of a few screenshots of the of filming, but we know that the first season is gonna be a prequel to Friday the 13th, and if this show becomes successful, maybe they can do seasons based off other movies like Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, even Part 5 if they want backlash, but I don't get why people hate Part 5. I love that movie now. But you know, since there's a bunch of Friday the 13th content, they of course have to get warmed up, and so they decided to make this short film, which counts technically as a Friday the 13th film. It came out back on August 13th, 2025. I even joined the premiere. And we're talking about Sweet Revenge. Sweet Revenge is this short film that came out on YouTube this year on August 13th, and was meant to be the return of Friday the 13th. The first time we've ever gotten a return of Chase in 16 years. And, oh boy, is this short film quite interesting. Now I'm gonna do a little deep dive into it, give my honest review on it, because I was meant to do this video a while ago, but I wanted to talk about other stuff, like, you know, obviously review on Six Flags New England, and then Nintendo. Yeah, you get the point. But in this video I'm gonna be talking about Sweet Revenge and how I feel about the future of Friday the 13th, and I can't believe I'm really talking about something new about Friday the 13th. This is my favorite horror franchise ever. This, Part 6 was actually the first horror movie I've ever seen, Friday the 13th Part 6. So, I love this franchise. This franchise got me to love horror. So, can this film live up to the hype? Can this film be like the originals? Well, before we get into the video, it's going to contain massive spoilers. So, if you haven't seen Sweet Revenge, please go check it out before watching this video. Get over here! But Scorpion, what are you doing over here? When are you gonna make another ranking about Mortal Kombat? A new game has come out. I already did Trigger TV. When is it coming out? I have to be honest, I went in the last Mortal Kombat ranking video. I haven't played all the games. But maybe I'll do a re-ranking once the Legacy Collection comes out, so I can play all the classic games. But even then, I still have to play Deadly Alliance and Armageddon and Mortal Kombat vs. DC. Well, get out of here. I'm trying to talk about a Friday the 13th film. You son of a bitch. Okay. Anyways, let's talk about this short film. Now, this won't be a super long review, just because, well, this short film's only 13 minutes, not including credits. So, I'm just gonna say it. It's not good. Okay? It's not good. It's actually really bad. It's not well made, and it's definitely got its issues. It's got a lot of problems, so, alright, I guess we'll just start off by talking about the acting, because we're gonna take Jason for last. I guess this is what makes the short film exciting. The acting is atrocious. I don't know what's with a lot of newer movies not having, good acting, because I've seen some recent ones, and the acting's quite bad, but this is horrible. I get it's just a short film on YouTube, so obviously the acting is gonna be best, but this acting is so bad, it's a little funny.
Respect.
Sure. Thanks.
Dude, calm down. It's just an apple. I'll explain the apple thing later, because this movie, it's just apples. And then we get our first official kills after 16 years, just off-screen throat slit. But honestly, the practical effects are pretty decent. Thank God you're not CGI. Oh, and this is the first time we get to see Jason pulling her down. Kind of like when he pulled Alice down when he was a kid. And then somehow she just survives from being underwater all night. Or day, I meant. And then we get the first time we ever see Jason. And you know, from this shot, the max looks pretty decent. This girl right there is so scared because she just saw a bunch of dead bodies, and it's basically just the same scene from the first movie. But it makes sense. They're trying to reference the, first movie. Because, it's been 16 years, so we gotta pay tribute back to when the franchise was actually popular.
So get some help!
Holy shit! It's Jason Voorhees! What? Jason definitely looks off, but you know what? We'll talk about that later. But anyways, this kill was actually really good and gory, and thank God the MPAA didn't ruin it. And then we get a pretty good fight scene between Jason and the two girls. It's definitely the best part of the whole film, because there's actually action in here for once. And then the quote-unquote final girl kills his other girl. And then we're gonna have a full-on ghost final girl versus Jason battle. Or maybe they'll become boyfriend-girlfriend. God, I hope it doesn't go that direction. And it ends. Yeah, and that's really the end of the film. I mean, there isn't much content here. It's only like 13 minutes long. 15 minutes if you include the credits, but it's really 13 minutes. And I was expecting so much more. I thought we were gonna just have full-on Jason action, not to wait a full 9 minutes. So I'll just quickly get off my thoughts. Yeah, the acting's terrible, and I just kind of went off topic, because I was just gonna talk about the acting, but then I just decided to show the rest of the movie. But anyways, yeah, the acting is pure garbage. These characters are just, these characters do not know how to act whatsoever. Like the guy, I'm going to get some help. It's actually just a bad moment. It's terrible. And the movie is so boring in the first 9 minutes. The first I would say first 8 minutes, because we start getting some action around 8 minutes when she finds the dead bodies. But it's so boring. It's actually slow as heck. It's it's slow. Like, I thought since this was a short film, we were just gonna get Jason 2 minutes in. But of course we don't. We just get this random man who's obsessed with apples. Like, calm down. Apples aren't even that good. Well, I like green apples, and yellow apples are right. Red apples are okay too. I just don't like them with the skin. But, that's just because it's coming from the guy who, eats Chick-fil-A all the time. But yeah, the movie is super slow. And yeah, that's all I really gotta say. The characters suck, and it's slow. Now let's talk about the most important thing: Jason's design. I agree with many other people. Jason does not look good. His mask is off. The head feels a little weird. He doesn't look like Jason, really. He looks like another Roy Burns copycat. He doesn't look like Jason. He's not threatening looking like he was in the older movies, like Part 4, Part 6, Part 7, even Part 8. He is just not the Jason we know. And now I can see why the Jason design, when Jason's universe, when they first revealed that this was the Jason design, they were going to use an all Friday media, and people hated on it, and I agree. I think the design sucks, and I just think they should do a new design, because I thought it sucked, but now I think it sucks even more when he starts showing off, look how short and small he is in this shot. Jason's supposed to be massive, buff. He's, supposed to be huge, not like a normal-sized man that's as tall as the Freddy Krueger from the remake. Look at the design of him in Sweet Revenge, and then look at him in Part 7. See? See the difference here? Look how tall he is. Look how buff he is. Look how, threatening he looks. Like somebody you do not want to mess with. he's all beaten up. His mask is just kind of like about like the bottom of it is just torn off. He got the chain on him. All his shirt and skull and like skin is ripped off. Like he looks threatening here. And then look at this. He doesn't look too threatening to me. Like I wouldn't be too afraid to take on him. And I just wish we got more screen time with Jason. You know, I mean, you know, I'm glad we finally get to see him, but he's definitely, like, he definitely is off, you know? He's short, he's not buff, he's not threatening, he's not like, you know, what, Kane Hodder, C.G. Graham, Ted White, all those actors brought to the table. Like, they were scary looking. They were, like, someone you did not want to fuck with, but this Jason, you know, most people, like, there's a lot of people taller than that Jason. Like, I bet a lot of people would not be afraid to take on that Jason. And here's the interesting part about this film. I do kind of like the direction they're going with this Crystal Lake thing. It's super weird. I do like how, like, this wake now, it's becoming like this thing where if you, like, get pulled down on the wake, you just start becoming undead. And I think that's kind of cool. Like, how did the girl survive being under there for that long, for that many of hours? And, like, how did she survive being stabbed by the machete, you know? It's a cool concept, and I do like how they're kind of taking it a different direction, because, you know, even if we want our Friday movies back, it is good to do something new, because, you know, after, you know, millions of movies are just chasing, going after some camp counselors, it's good to bring it to a different direction. And you know, I kind of like where they're going with this. Is it weird? Yeah, it is a little weird. Is it kind of cool? And, you know, it kind of, you know, it's cool too, because, like, how did Jason just become a grown-up in Friday 2, you know? Like, maybe there's something cursed about that wake. And, like, how did Jason just grow up that big? Like, he went from a child to a grown-up that fast, and he still kind of acts like a child. Like, it's kind of cool how they're exploring that. Like, I like how they're trying to do something new. Now that will be said of how they are gonna have this franchise go, like in the show, and then that new movie coming out whenever. So I like where they're going, you know, and obviously, you know, like I said, this is just a short film, so I'm still gonna give it a pass. Like, it is a short film, it's not gonna be the best, you know. Maybe the other, like, maybe the show in that new movie coming out will be much better. But at the end of the day, it's just a short film. But I'm glad they brought Jason back. But it's not good. The short film was not good. And it's super weird, too. Like, and this short film, believe it or not, is sponsored by apple cider beer. Like, that is Jason's whole marketing now. No joke. I went to Walmart like 2 weekends ago, and I saw a section involving Jason. They had a cardboard box of Jason from Sweet Revenge, and behind him was just a bunch of apple cider beer. Like, why is Jason's marketing team just doing apple cider beer? Like, how did Jason become how did Jason go from being the most iconic horror film of all time to just market an apple cider beer? Like, it's weird, right? It's like the biggest downgrade ever. Like no one's buying that stuff. Beer, like, I personally, I never had beer, and I'm never going to drink it, because I heard it's super bad for you, and so I'm not going to get involved with that. But seriously, who was buying that? Who decided, hey, let's have Jason market apple cider beer? Like, couldn't you done something else cooler? Maybe, I don't know, maybe market Hockey Max or something, like for hockey or something? That would have been at least a little cooler. It had something to do with Jason. What does apple cider beer have to do with Jason Voorhees? And if you watch this short film, you notice there's a lot of apples and a lot of beer in it. Like, the characters can't stop carrying it around. They're like me, obsessed with plushies. They can't stop carrying them around. Like, you, like, every second you'll just see Apple cider beer. Apple. Even the old man is obsessed with apples. Like, apples are not even that good. They're alright, especially like green apples, but they're not even that good. Like, I don't know. Well, okay, I like apples and all. I just don't like them with the skin. I only like them when they cut off the skin, and I like apple slices. So, but I don't like apples with skin. And so, yeah. I don't know. It's weird, right? It's like the weirdest Friday. Like, Friday 13 is going in a weird direction. Like, it's the franchise is in a really odd place right now. It's funny, but regardless, now, I don't know what to say anymore, but I don't know what to say. This franchise is just kind of going in a weird direction, but I don't know. I'm just going to talk about real quickly how I feel about the future of this franchise. Like I said earlier, A24 is making the News Friday Camp Crystal Lake show. They're coming with a new game, and there's rumors saying they're doing a new movie. And I heard Damon Leone, which, I think I heard him say at one point that he wants to do, he wants to do some Friday the 13th film once he gets the rights to it, and if he gets the rights to Friday the 13th, that will be so exciting. He can finally show off some gory kills without worrying about MPAA, and I think he can make Jason badass, just like Art the Clown. I feel like that's what every horror film deserves, I feel like they should be scary. I feel like they should be just madness. Like, I feel like this is something like Michael Myers needs. I feel like he should be, really big, buff, do some gory ass kills that are gonna make people vomit like they saw when they saw Terrifier 3 at theaters. Like, I want something like that, and if Damon Leone can get the rights to Friday the 13th, and I will be so excited if he's making a new Friday a Friday 13th film. I was just gonna say Friday 13th short film, but I meant Friday 13th film. That will be super excited, but until then, all we have is we have a new show coming out soon, we have a new game, and there's even rumors about movies, and I'm kinda in a weird place. I'm really excited. I'm excited for any new Friday 13th media. I really am. But at the same time, the chasing design is not good. It's actually really bad. One of the worst, if not the worst, chasing design. Maybe the only one that's a little worse is maybe. No, I think this is actually the worst design, Even, I was gonna say it was as bad as Part 9's, but even then, at least Part 9's looks at least it looks kind of interesting. He still looks terrifying. He's played by Kane Hodder, and they even show little, bones on his back in certain shots. It's hard to see, but, But, yeah. I don't know how to feel right now. I mean, I will have to wait and see. If the new show turns out to be good, then I will be excited for what this franchise has to offer. But if this show is not good, then I am definitely concerned. Please make the show good, so. I'm always happy for Jason return, but after this short film and stuff, it's just you'll have to wait and see situation. But at the end of the day, it's just a short film. It's not going to be the best, so. But, yeah, Jason's Universe, the company even said they're taking any request of the fans' acts, and I'm not sure if they're doing that, really, because, some of the new stuff they're doing, I don't know. But, the chasing design, everyone wants that to be changed, and they're not changing it. So, I get it, the Friday 13th situations will mess with the copyright, but still. But, anyways, that's it for, today's video. Let me know if I should do a Friday 13th free ranking before the show comes out or after the show, and let me know what you guys think about Sweet Revenge and the future of Friday 13th. I hope Horror Inc. and Jason's Universe does a good job, and I'm definitely excited for the new content to come out, but the new show and all that stuff. And I hope the game is just as good as Friday 13th. And And, I mean, I got it to work again on PS4, and it's actually still really fun. It doesn't feel dead at all, in my opinion. But, anyways, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! What? Okay, I gotta get going. Bye. Oh yeah, and I'm trying to get some more new law enforcement videos out. I've just been incredibly busy, but
Nobody cares about your pathetic videos.
okay. Well, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.